Welcome, dear viewers! Henry Snotson here, bringing you the excitement of the first episode of the brand new 7th season of Snot League. Can you feel the buzz? Is your heart racing already? Of course it is, because we're diving headfirst into another thrilling Blood Bowl season, guaranteed to deliver more adrenaline than a troll on turbo juice. And what a season we have ahead! Oh, my friends, this one's going to be an absolute banger. 16 teams all stepping onto the field with one goal to claim the championship and eternal glory. From what we've seen so far, this season promises to be incredibly competitive. Many of our teams are well-known warriors, 11 returning squads we have already seen in previous season, but they are so back for more action. But wait, there's more. We've got 5 brand new teams entering the fray, ready to shake things up and challenge the established order. Who are they, you ask? Let's meet them. Straight from the deserts of Neokara, emerging like a sandstorm on a clear day, we have the Dobkins. This team of dust goblins arrives on their ancient constructs, ready to show everyone how Blood Bowl used to be played. It's been a while since we've had an undead team grace our league, and I, for one, can't wait to see how they fare. Will their ancient tactics and unyielding resilience shake things up? Time will tell, but one thing's for sure. They're here to leave their mark. Or at least some dusty footprints. Speaking about footprints, do you hear that rumbling? That's BC Bone Cruncher making their grand entrance. The Ogre Kingdoms have arrived on our fields, hungry for glory and riches. Each ogre stomps in, carrying not only an absurd amount of food in their sacks, but also dozens of noblers. They're fearless linemen, ready to take on anything, or at least try. Will their sheer size and appetite for destruction lead them to victory? Or will their opponents find a way to outmaneuver these massive brutes? One thing's certain, it's going to be crunch time on the pitch! From the deepest jungles of Lustria, emerging through the dense foliage, come the GKS Shambani Supremes. This team of simian, mighty humanoid apes arrives with a singular mission: to proclaim the end of human dominance. For now, though, they're focusing on ending humanity's reign on the Blood Bowl pitch. You know, first things first, as they say. Will their raw power and primal tactics shake the league to its core? Get ready, because the Supremes are here to make some noise. Well, what do we have here? A new band of mischievous misfits. After the carnage brought to us by the Chaos Halflings, it's time for the Chaos Imps to take the stage. Meet the Telesnubbies. Tiny troublemakers with one mission: to spread as much mayhem as possible. Don't let their small size fool you. These little devils are here to wreak havoc and sow confusion wherever they go. Expect the unexpected, because when the Telesnubbies are around, chaos reigns supreme. From the depths of the ocean, the deep-sea lurkers have emerged, ready to make waves in the league. This returning team, made up of nimble lizards supported by 2 massive sea crabs, promises to stir up quite the commotion, both among their opponents and their own teammates. Now let's clear up some rumors. It's been said that the crabs have a habit of snacking on their smaller companions. Well, folks, that's just not true. These towering crustaceans might occasionally clip their teammates with their mighty pincers while tossing them across the field, but they certainly don't feast on them. At least, not intentionally. Why waste perfectly good seafood when it's laying on your feet? Next up, a familiar face, or should I say, familiar faith. Returning from the proud lands of the Myrmidian cult, we welcome a brand new team, the Judges of Dread. These warriors march onto the pitch bearing a name as imposing as their battle-hardened spirits. With the ferocity of Spartan warriors, they're here to show us what true discipline and unrelenting determination look like. Will their tactics and grit be enough to conquer the league? One thing's for sure, the Judges of Dread aren't here to mess around. Want to see a magic trick? And performed by stunning mystical women, no less? It seems that FC Avalorna's participation has inspired more all-female teams to join our league, and trust me, there'll be several this season. Now let's give a warm welcome to the Feywild Sparkles. This enchanting team features fox women, harpies, and, spider women. Will their opponents fall under their spell, or will they turn the Sparkle's delicate nature against them? One way or another, we'll find out soon enough. Prepare for some magical mayhem. Or next up, a team as dazzling as they are deadly. Isha's Revenge! This squad of stunning elven women has a score to settle, and their name isn't just for show. You see, our league once hosted a similar team, but after being abandoned by their former coach, they didn't quite live up to their potential. This time, however, they've returned with a stronger roster and an even sharper coaching staff, determined to prove their worth on the pitch. Can they rewrite their story and bring glory to Isha's name? And with that, we close out Group A. Now, let's dive into Group B, starting with a team that's as enchanting as they are deadly. Straight from the shadowy lands of Nagaroth, we welcome Witchy, and we know it. Don't be fooled by their striking elven beauty. These are the most bloodthirsty devotees of Cain, the elven god of war. Inspired by the success of their Ulthuan sisters, they've arrived with one goal: to outdo them. And if that means offering a few opposing players as blood sacrifices along the way, well, all the better. Looks like we've got ourselves a serious elven invasion this season. Next up, a nearly elven team making their grand return after a brief hiatus. Half of Nothing. These half-elves are back to prove that half doesn't mean half-hearted. Though, I've got to admit, they do seem a bit melancholic. This squad is on a quest, not just for victory, but for something more elusive. Their better half. Who knows? Maybe they'll find it here on the blood-soaked pitches of Snot League. Or maybe they'll just find themselves scoring a few touchdowns along the way. Joseph Moranian is back! This time, he's leading Intergalactic Kobolds, a team of, well, kobolds? Small, nimble lizard folk with hands that are just a little too sticky when it comes to handling the ball. A group of tiny, agile players backed up by their much larger teammates? This is giving me serious deja vu from Season 5. Looks like Moranian has traded rats for lizards, but will his cunning tactics lead to similar success? Only time will tell if these scaled scamps can slither their way to glory. Far beyond the heart of the Empire, at its very borders, the princely defenders stand watch. One of these noble lords has decided that nothing would train his soldiers better than competing in our league. So let's give a warm welcome to the Defiants. This versatile team aims to bring order and discipline to our chaotic pitches. But the question remains, will their adaptability be enough to overcome the more specialized squads? Or will they fall victim to the madness that is Blood Bowl? Guarding the Empire's borders is certainly an honorable task. But who exactly are they guarding against? Well, against the likes of our next team. The Iron Wolves, a savage Kurgan tribe devoted to none other than Tzeentch, the chaos god of change. Adorned in deep blues and metallic hues, these warriors carry the ominous symbol of the all-seeing eye. A stark reminder that their god watches everything, judging their every move. The big question: can this Kurgan clan replicate the phenomenal success of their Chaos Brethren from Season 1? Only time will tell. Is it just me, or did things suddenly get a little too hot in here? Ah, that's right. Our next team is none other than the Weatherton Inclements. This squad of fiery elementals is sure to ignite the passions of our fans, and likely test the fireproofing of our mostly wooden stadiums. Local firefighters, get ready for a busy season. But that's not the only elemental force gracing Group B. Making their triumphant return from Season 3, we have the Grim Gemstones, the stalwart Earth Elementals. These stoic powerhouses may lack the fiery flair of their blazing cousins, but they certainly don't lack the hunger for victory. We're gearing up for a clash of polar opposites within the group. Fire against stone, chaos against order. And let me tell you, folks, I cannot wait for their matchup. Will the flames consume all, or will the earth stand firm? Stay tuned. Last but not least, defending champion coach Horn Varelius closes out Group B with his brand new squad straight from the distant steppes of Lumbria. But don't let their cuddly appearances fool you. Murderous kangaroos aren't here to play nice. These pouch-packing powerhouses are ready to hop their way to glory and won't hesitate to deliver a swift kick to their opponents. Interestingly, this marks the third time our league has welcomed a team of kangaroos and koalas to the pitch. Will Varelius' crew leap past their predecessors and claim another title? We'll soon find out. And that's all for today, dear viewers. All teams are now in their starting blocks, ready to kick off the first round, so what are we waiting for? Let's get rolling, and may Nuffle bless your block dices! We'll meet again in about 2 weeks to see how they fared in their opening matches. Have a great day! This has been Henry Snotson, your one and only Tell Us Not host, signing off.